The book I chose is The Cat's Table by Michael Ondaatje. This is the story of three boys who travel by themselves from Sri Lanka to to England. When I was in college, I was taking a theater course, and the job that we were given for an assignment was to pantomime a transition. We had to choose a place where you'd go from one place to another. It might be you're a waitress in a restaurant and you're leaving the kitchen and you're going into the dining room, so we had to pantomime that moment of transition. I don't remember what it was I chose. I remember I worked really hard at it and it wasn't very good. But this book is that. It's the story of a transition. Here they are, these three boys. The main character's name is Michael, and they're on this boat. They're sent by their parents in the 50s to school. And during the month or so that they're on the boat, their lives are entirely their own. They're not really supervised by anyone. So in the way you are when you're a kid, that time becomes their world. Unlike an adult who has so many other references and problems and things are drawn and blah. No. These boys, they're just present for all of it. And they, make it their goal to ferret out the lives of the strange characters that are at their table, which is called a cat's table. So if you're on an ocean liner and you are placed the furthest from the captain's table, you are at the cat's table. And it is comprised of people who are not of great importance to anyone. So that's how these three boys got together. But at their table also is a musician and a strange lady who's keeping pigeons in the hole, and she walks around with this jacket on and it has the pigeons in it. All of that. And as the voyage gets to an end, their story also becomes more complicated. And you visit, as a reader, Michael later in life and how he puts this time he spent and all that happened together. One reviewer I read said that he thought this was a story of how you keep learning in life, but I think not. I think Michael Ondaatje has picked that time in life when you are truly formed, and what happens later is a result of that exquisitely important time of growing up. And here these boys are. They had it without the interference of adults, but still in a safe place. Michael Ondaatje says, well, he was a poet before he was a writer. And that makes sense, because in an interview I viewed on YouTube, he talked about his compulsion to rewrite. He says he gets it all down and then he goes over it and over it, kind of like putting shellac on a piece of furniture that gives it a golden depth. I felt a real attachment to this book. That's why I chose it. I think that time of life is important, and it does form us later. We go back and draw from that. I know I do. And draw from it and draw from it. So that's my choice, Cat's Table.